Good morning, fellow people, Fellowship of the Clouds, the subscribers to the YouTube channel here. I'm in my room today. It's a little cold, so I'm just in the room where my heater is. I'm going to read from Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff. This is number 30. I read this yesterday evening to myself, and I think I mentioned this in a video yesterday too, if I remember correctly. I don't know if I read it yesterday evening or yesterday morning, but whatever. I remember saying that I had read this, and I opted not to do the video on this particular one yesterday. And I just talked to y'all. Yeah, that was yesterday morning, Sunday morning. I was just sharing with y'all about a certain condition I have, And I will remind, I didn't say this yesterday, but having what I have, hepatitis C, it was due to a bad, poorly thought out choice. It was a really piss poor choice on my part. Back in the day, you can only imagine. I mean, that the most common way of getting that is from needle use and using a needle after somebody that already has it. So I guess I just laid out to you exactly how I ended up with it, and let's not go too far into that. I discussed that yesterday, and let's get to this. This is Choose Your Battles Wisely. Choose your battles wisely is a popular phrase in parenting, but is equally important in living a contented life. It suggests that life is filled with opportunities to choose between making a big deal out of something or simply letting it go, realizing it doesn't really matter. If you choose your battles wisely, you'll be far more effective in winning those that are truly important. Certainly, there will be times when you will want or need to argue, confront, or even fight for something you believe in. Many people, however, argue, confront, and fight over particularly anything, turning their lives into a series of battles over relatively small stuff. There is so much frustration in living this type of life that you lose track of what is truly relevant. Yeah. The tiniest disagreement or glitch in your plans can be made into a big deal if your goal, conscious or unconscious, is to have everything work out in your favor. In my book, this is nothing more than a prescription for unhappiness and frustration. Hold on. Is that what he said? In my book, this is nothing more than a prescription for unhappiness and frustration. That is what it said. Okay. The truth is, life is rarely exactly the way we want it to be, and other people often don't act as we would like them to. Moment to moment, there are aspects of life that we like and others that we don't. There are always going to be people who disagree with you, people who do things differently, and things that don't work out. If you fight against this principle of life, you'll spend most of your life fighting battles. A more peaceful way to live is to decide consciously which battles are worth fighting and which are better left alone. If your primary goal isn't to have everything work out perfectly, but instead to live a relatively stress-free life, you'll find that most battles pull you away from your most tranquil feelings. Is it really important that you prove to your spouse that you are right and she is wrong? Or that you confront someone simply because it appears as though he or she has made a minor mistake? Does your preference of which restaurant or movie to go to matter enough to argue over it? Does a small scratch on your car really warrant a suit in small claims court? Does the fact that your neighbor won't park his car on a different part of the street have to be discussed at your family dinner table? These and thousands of other small things are what many people spend their lives fighting about. take a look at your own list. If it's like mine used to be, you might want to reevaluate your priorities. If you don't want to sweat the small stuff, it's critical that you choose your battles wisely. If you do, there will come a day when you'll rarely feel the need to do battle at all. And for the most part, I feel like that's where I'm at in my life today. Is for the most part, I'm trying to move through my days relatively with as little friction as possible. And that being said, is that sometimes I'm having to understand it's not necessary to interject my opinion, or maybe I see where someone is incorrect about something and I know it the correct way, but is it necessary for me to interject that? If it's going to be a detriment to my own growth, then does it even matter that I bring up certain things to some people? And most likely it doesn't matter. And if it doesn't matter, then it's proper for me to move on and try to move as smoothly as I can. And I'm just speaking for myself, and I always am just speaking from a point of reference from my own personal view, my own personal experience. I think most of you get that. I'm never trying to make videos trying to tell you that you have to do anything a certain way or you have to see it that way. I think we all have that ability, or we should freely be able to come to certain conclusions on our own. So I'm going to just suggest that today, at least for myself, I'm going to see where I'm at today. And if something comes up that seems worth maybe presenting my side of the coin to a situation or a said argument, then I will. If it's best for me to just keep my opinion to myself and let things just keep running, then I'll do that as well. Now, most of the time, I don't have much of these encounters during the day because I'm usually just here at the trailer doing my own thing, doing a lot of reading or writing or playing around with toys, doing chores. And I really don't know what's on my agenda today. I'm just going to wait. I'm just doing some of my morning routine, making a little video, going to upload this, and I'm going to wish everybody here that's watching, I want to wish y'all the best of luck today. I want to wish you the best day you can possibly have, and may your day be blessed. Try to be kind to yourself, and by being kind to yourself, you can maybe practice being kind to others as well. I don't know who else needs to hear this, but if no one else tells you today, I'll tell you right now, I love you. Mr. Cloud loves you. You know how I'll end it. You know what word I'll use to end this, and that'll be my way of saying I love you. But I'm telling you right now, from the bottom of my heart, I love you, and I wish the best for you today. Let's go forth and let's be kind. Let's try to do the best we can. And until next time, Mr. Cloud says the eternal moment over and out. Ditto. Ditto, ditto, ditto.